I should have known. My instant replay was doing that too. It took away my voice. W likes to see with the sub. Appreciate it. And to everyone that said hi to. Hi. I am mad at you. Very mad at you. I'm extremely mad at you. You should have known that from the get-go. I'm very sick and feverish, admittedly, so I don't know about it, but we'll find out what it's about it. Do you get me? I wish Effect Clear ran right now, bro. I would kill for some Effect Clear. Is it working? Oh, I was on the Celeste buttons. Lol. Okay, I'm gonna try setting up. Do you guys hear they moved Kinos like one spot below Zodiac? Just move it above, guys. Come on. Give it to me. Huh? Aren't I owed as much? No, you don't go that way. Where are you going? Sure then I doubt. I'm dumb as fuck, bro. Hey, what's up, 000? Oh, what the fuck? I was down there. I was so confused. I don't feel very good. I have a sinus infection. It's not a good one. I guess they're very rarely good ones, huh? Usually just bad, usually. Yeah, it makes way more sense to land there. Ugh, why does it do that? That's gotta be like a glitch, dude. Why does it just like flashbang you? Is this one-time speed? You know, I think it is, which is why it's kind of throwing me off, because it just feels like wonky to me a little bit. It doesn't feel like all right, you know what I mean? Like, it feels just a little, like a tad bit altered. It is one time? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's why it's just not super good for me. Yeah, speed is a thing. You're welcome, Zerix. You know I'm a great guy all the time. I haven't had dinner yet. I've had breakfast. I woke up at 5 p.m. because I have a sinus infection and because I have really bad acid reflux. I can't sleep on my stomach, but I always sleep in my stomach, right? I always sleep in my stomach, but I can't sleep on my stomach or my side because of how bad the acid reflux was. So I had to sleep on my back. I'm really bad at sleeping on my back. I don't know about y'all. Sleeping on my back is like the hardest shit imaginable to me. I literally can't do it. And I'm trying. I have to in order to fall asleep now, but it's so annoying and painful. Dude, it feels so much easier to just do the spike landing, but I know it's not. I'm playing a Celeste room right now that's maybe, not exaggeration, maybe like 20 frames long. And I can't do it. And I now have like 5 hours doing it. That's not a joke. Like maybe it's like 1/3 of a second. Maybe. It's... I don't even know how to describe the inputs. You just delete a thank you for the sub. I'm gonna hit the end trigger from over there. You should be able to do that. But they're probably too woke, and they probably don't let you do that. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll find a clip. I think I clipped something about it. I don't know if I actually clicked like it's successful, because I didn't get it. Ah, yeah. This one's good because I make it, but I dashed 1 frame too late. Alright, check this shit out. Okay. It's so simple, but I can't do it. I don't know. Oh, fuck. Wait. I can't do it. That's it. That's the whole input chain. And I can't do it. It is so complicated. The only reason I didn't make it here is because I like barely missed this platform because I dashed 2 frames after the RCB. So what this is you have to demo into this, and then on like the last frame of your on the last frame of the reverse timing, you have to jump. You have to jump, and then immediately buffer the up left demo. And you need to press right so that you're facing right, and then you need to let go of right by the time you get to this wall. And then when you get here, you have to jump right there, and then 1 frame later, you have to down left. I did it 2 frames later, which is why I lose. So, and it seems like it shouldn't be that hard, but I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't do it. It feels like, I don't know, I feel like the biggest loser of all time. It's just not doable, dude. It's so many inputs, because the thing is, you need to press the right input. You need to, for some amount of time after the down, after you do the up, after you buffer the demo up left, you can't press right for a few frames, right? But then you need to press right. But you need to also have it let go by the time you get to that wall. The time in between when you do the up left and when you have to press right and have right let go is 7 frames. But for like 3 of those frames, the right input won't do anything. So it's really like 3 frames you have to press and then let go of right. And then also then immediately do an extremely tight input chain. And I can't do it. It's so much. The thing is, your hands, if it was just like a timing, it wouldn't be that bad, but it's like your hands have to do all this shit so fast. Right? That's my issue, Xerix. I'm just too old for this shit. Like, I've done this room for 5 hours now over the course of 2 days, and I still haven't done it. Like, that's crazy if you think about it. And I just can't. I don't like those conditions. I ignore those conditions. Well, I could probably do 24 to 39 on Tidal Wave faster than I'm doing this room, but I don't think it's harder. I just can't do. I can't do it. I can't do this. It's so fucking complicated. And the only reason I even have a chance at it is because I've been doing other rooms that are like semi-similar. I've learned so much about the game that I never thought I would learn. Also, I'm not kidding. I think if I ever went for this, I would do this. I know it seems insane, but I can't imagine hooking that in and being like, yeah, this is a good... Like this? No way, dude. That's fucked up. Yeah, my condition is unaware. Moral of the story, fuck Celeste. Bitch ass game for children. You get really close to mini spikes on the wall like this one.
Oh, and then if you do this, yeah.
They should make Celeste, but it's actually good. Celeste, if it was good. I will never collect my quest. I'll ban you instead. Deal's a deal. What do you think, Will-O-Wisps? Permanent ban for that one? No yada. Only pain. Fuck, dude. There's so much happening in my body and none of it's good. Just get it with like the worst acid reflux like surge thing of all time. Xerix. You know what I say to you? You're pathetic. And I'll tell you why. Reason number one. You are from a different place than me. Racist. Reason number two, your fingers are longer than mine. Reason number three, name starts with a Z. That's the end of the alphabet, bitch. You're not him, bro. You don't get to be the end of the alphabet. Fucking relax. Reason number four, pink, really? You're a guy. Guys don't use pink names on fucking Twitch, bro. Reason number five, hasn't mapped Celeste map in like 2 years. Reason number six, you could replace the Z in your name with an X. And it would still make sense. Fucking loser. It's like the same one. Oh, people love the inhalants. They always have. Seems now people have rediscovered it. Or I wouldn't even say it's that. It's that they made like a fucking... I blame the brand that's making Galaxy gas. Can I say it? They have like different flavors and shit, bro. And they're like, it's like silly packaging. If you want to blame anyone, I blame them. Honestly, above all else, I blame them. What the fuck is Galaxy gas? It's an inhalant, nitrous oxide. Whippets, you may have heard of them by that name. And how they work is they have a different amount of nitrogen to oxygen ratio, so when you inhale it, you're getting more nitrogen than oxygen. You always get more nitrogen than oxygen, obviously, but the ratio is more split to nitrogen, so your brain gets cut off from oxygen, and it suffocates you a little bit, which creates... You ever like hang around like upside down for too long? It's not the exact same thing, but like you get like kind of like lightheaded. It's kind of like that. Or you guys have probably been on nitrous oxide before. You ever been to the dentist? And they give you laughing gas. That's what laughing gas is. That's nitrous oxide. But it's obviously in a much more safer quantity. And it's not... Can I have the nitrous today? Galactic laughing. I don't know what, like, I don't know what the general practice is in other countries, but in the US, at least, for most dental operations, you're offered laughing gas to numb the pain. And that's the only reason I know what it's like. Because I wouldn't do it recreationally because I'm not an idiot. They use those cartoon villain syringes. What do they, like, inject you with morphine or something? That's probably why they use nitrous, so that they don't have to do anything intravenously at the dentist. I don't like the dentist. I haven't been in like 2 years, so hopefully I don't have a cavity. Probably not though, so it's probably fine. Or at least I think I would feel it by now. I probably do need to go to the dentist though, just as like a general hygiene thing, huh? But like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was nothing wrong with my teeth or anything. I don't eat sugary foods, and I brush my teeth twice a day. That's at least it's good practice, I guess. I can't say for certain because I don't know, but although right now my teeth hurt because I have a fucking sinus infection, so it's pressing up against the, you know. It hurts, like, it feels like there's a balloon in every part of my face that's expanding. It's not very pleasant stuff. I don't like flossing. In fact, I've almost never done it. So that's probably where the issue lies. I have, like, a permanent, like, retainer in my mouth. And flossing sucks because you, like, have to do this extremely complicated fucking operation to floss. With that on, so I just never did it. I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck minty toothpaste. Now, see, that's where me and you differ. I like minty toothpaste. It's pretty good. I rated an A+ from where I stand. Yeah, sinus infections are pretty painful, I'm not gonna lie. For me, I think most of the pain is in my stomach about it, if you know what I mean. My face does hurt, but my stomach is... I've had some really tough ones, some tough days so far. I recognize that that's what's been happening to me, because like my stomach has been worse like the past like week, but it didn't start until recently in my like nose and everything like that. It's definitely gonna get worse before it gets better. Like I can feel that it's gonna get worse before it gets better, unfortunately. Oh well. Bacon flavored toothpaste to make me throw up. For sure. Like 100%, right? Like there's no way. I don't think I make it very long. I have seen that video. It's like a compilation of people standing and then they get photoshopped to have one leg. And they'll usually play it like an effect. Oh, cool. That is very relatable. This stage is a weird one. I don't know if I describe Elsie as either of those. I was looking at my phone last night and I found a video of her running around and it made me smile. Okay. Sugar toothpaste. Good idea. Replace all that sugar with sugar. Evil toothpaste. I'm having a problem today, but it's so weird and specific, I fear if I try to describe it, you guys are all gonna make fun of me. I don't even know how to begin. So I'm clicking with my pointer finger, right? My middle finger feels wrong. Don't even know how to put it. It just feels wrong. It feels like something is incorrect about it. Good luck understanding that. It feels like it's not bending the exact right way. It needs to be. How do I put it? My pinky does that too. Yeah, it's like that feeling. Like you get it in like your pinky where it's like, it feels like it's in an incorrect. It's just incorrect. Like, I don't even know how else to put it. It feels like there's a better spot for it, I guess, but I don't know what it is. Fuck. I did make it a jetpack a long time ago now, probably like half a month. Thumb clicker? Oh, yeah, that's your phone. Your phone? Yeah, it was like roughly half a month ago, I think. Six Vods ago. No, you're right. I didn't exercise today due to the sinus infection. We're taking the week off from that one. Yeah, it's not helping. Either my eyes are just watering to the brim. They're just like floodgates are open type shit. Probably think of the sub. Nope. Not possible. New Frank Ocean. What if Frank Ocean like randomly came back and made like an album about how much he loves and respects Diddy or something? And just completely fucks his entire reputation forever. Yeah, I wish I could speak in hieroglyphs. It'd be crazy. He did finally get arrested, I heard. Thank God. Have you read what he did? Holy shit. I didn't know someone could be that evil. I wasn't aware that a person could be that malignant and get away with it for that long. How the fuck did he get away with it for that long, bro? That should have been stopped so long ago. We all know there's no new Frank Ocean, bruh. I know Frank Ocean. Well, yeah, I would have. I mean, I would have listened to it. Frank Lotion. From what I heard, basically the reason why it didn't bubble over sooner is because he was like blackmailing pretty much fucking everyone about it. Which, like, yeah. Rich people do have an insane amount of power.
Oh, man.
You guys ever seen that one show with the characters? No. Guys, give me a slice of life anime. I hate slice of life anime. That's your first warning, but it's good immersion practice for Japanese learning. Don't give me a bad one, or I will eliminate you from my stream. It's great. Nothing happens. Fuck, I hate when nothing happens, but it's like good because like those are the kind of conversations that are like most useful to me. I also don't watch Slice of Life. Gravity Falls. That is not Slice of Life, bro. You guys need to The problem with Slice of Life is honestly less that nothing happens and more that I rarely like the characters. Or the characters are all like stereotype bait, like 95% of the time. You know what I mean by that? The characters in a lot of like quote unquote real shows, or but I mean it's any show that is no Slice of Life, you know, there's like a million different categories, but seem on average to me more real. Not always though. I mean obviously there's a bunch of shows where it's like stereotype paradise, right? But I feel like more often the characters are unique enough that I like care about them at all. As opposed to Slice of Life, these characters could be anyone. You know what I mean? I don't really give a shit. Slice of Drake. Yu-Gi-Oh! Gabo is what my brother watched. I was already too old by that point. I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't actually remember what I watched as a kid, if I watched much at all. I watched a lot of TV when I was like 11. Like I watched Phineas and Ferb and The Amazing World of Gumball from like 11 to like 14. I was really heavy into those shows. Before that, I can't remember. I think I watched Blue's Clues actually as a kid. That's what I watched. Stop. Not a fossil, bro. I'm pretty sure it was Blue's Clues that I mainly watched. I don't know if I watched fucking anything else, actually. Knowing me, I probably didn't. I was probably just like, this is the good one. That's how I am anyway, so... Especially when it came to cartoons later, dude. Whenever some new shit came on I didn't hear of, I was like, I didn't even give it a chance, dude. Like when like Clarence started coming on, I was like, no way. Not in a million fucking years am I ever watching that show. Same with like Uncle Grandpa when that started coming on. Nope. No way. I'm here for one thing and one thing only, my friend. I don't trust no other shit. Oh, I watched Max and Ruby. 100% I watched that. I remember it. Yeah, I watched a lot of things, but it's hard for me to remember. My memory's not so good. But when someone says it, I remember. I'd tolerate Teen Titans Go as like background noise, because some of the episodes were good, so it was like gambling in a way. I was like, maybe it's a good one. Who's to say? I don't have to say I ever like watched it. See, like occasionally they do some shit like that. Like that episode is great. Like the pyramid scheme episode, or like the entire episode that's solely talking about just equity. Like that shit's fucking hilarious to me. Like I that's so good. But that's not usually what they're doing on that show. Or I guess I don't know what they do anymore. Obviously, I haven't watched cable TV since, I don't know, I'm not buying it, so that's why, right? I don't live at home. Musical Gumball's so good, dude. That was even the show I watched like the oldest. Like I continued to watch that even as I got a bit older, you know what I mean? It just always hit, dude. I don't know. I don't remember my opinion on Barney. I know I didn't watch it. I don't remember if I hated it though. Kids need more, like, actually good content, I feel like. It's so easy to make bad content. There's so much of it. I hope the kids are on some good shit and not just slop all day, but I know a lot of them are. I feel like a kid when I'm fucking learning Japanese, because like when I want to immerse in stuff, it's like children's books. I feel like I'm 5. The sun is round. Jake went to school today. He had a lot of fun. And I'm just sitting there like, like sweating my ass off trying to read it. Yeah, I was reading like a text last night that kept using the word textbook, and I kept looking at the kanji and not knowing what it was. So every time I came out, I was like, what is that? Even though it's the same one I've seen like 5 times now. I'm just like slow or something, I don't know. I've heard Steven Universe is good, but I never watched it as a kid. I watched it a little bit, but I was never like a regular cable watcher. You know what I mean? Like I watched like basically just like on the weekends and shit. And like shit just got out of control, dude. Like I wasn't watching all the time, So I'd like not watch from it, and I'd come back, and they were on some entirely different shit. You know what I mean? Like they were on. I remember I came back once, and they weren't even on Earth anymore. They were on some like weird crystal world, and I was like, what does that even mean? I don't know what that means. I can't watch it. I feel like I missed it. Can this jump not give me trouble anymore? Yeah, it just feels like I'm 5 years old. I feel like such an idiot, dude. I can't read this shit sometimes. Although I'm getting better at not being the worst. Hold up, hold up. Right, right.
I don't know what that game is, dude. It is. It is the best way to do it.
Because that's how they learn it there. But that's how it is. My search terms right now: mauve, full clear golden, mauve, full clear, mauve, golden, Celeste. Okay, bro. You'll be okay, man. You can relax, bro. I kept looking up how to do things. I think it was like the same room I'm in, bro. I was like, maybe they even knew a way to do it.
I got nothing good. I got to do the stupid NRCB, and then I got final.
Those are my two options. I really hope that final's easier than this. Because I can't fucking do it.
Galaxy seems appropriate for today, in my head anyway.
Sorry, my bad. I need to actually play that game. What is it even? Noita? Sounds made up, I'm afraid. Are you sure you didn't make that up? What is it, dude? You can't just say it and then not explain it. Super Mario Galacticraft. Facts. It's crazy that people think Galaxy is good. It's like, Mario, he fucking went to space and he played around or whatever. Like, fuck off, bro. No one gives a shit about them. Physics-based roguelike. That sounds fun. I like roguelikes. Right? And actually, if you were there, Mario would just die immediately. So that should be the whole game. You open it up, you're transported onto that fucking planet, and then you just die. And it's like, and then the credits roll. If they made it like for real, that's what it would be. It's time for a new 3D Mario, bro. I'll say that. 2017 is a long time ago now.
Yeah. That's true.
That was a 3.
Fuck, I guess Bowser's Fury counts, but it like... You know what I mean, bruh.
You know exactly what I mean. I love Bowser's Fury, don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite things they've ever made, but it's like a fucking tech demo. As much as I love it. Because I really do. Yeah, and that was 2019. So what are the gaps between each 3D Mario game? 1996 to 2002, that's 6 years. 2002 to 2007? Or was it 6 when Galaxy came out? Bruh, they went from 64 to Galaxy in 10 years, bruh. How? How did they do that?
Yeah. Late 07 and then like 11, yeah, so 2011 to 2017 for the next really big one. I don't know, I mean 3D World happened too, but like really big open world 3D Mario game. 17 to now. Oh.
Sunshine was out too. It predates me by a few months, I think. This is the stream. Good observation. You're promoted to head admiral. I am new gen. It's still my favorite to play, I think. Like, it's just ridiculous. I wish they made another game that played like that. Fuck you, dude. What boat? It's crazy that Galaxy's movement is so bad, and yet every single other category is a 10 out of 10, so it's in contention for the best game ever. Like an actual the max score out of max score.
Okay, that's pretty bad, but it was also really funny, so...
To me, it had value. Chad Wojak official. You think any of these people have like friends? That sounds peak. Only one of us is in a cave. Yeah. Sunshine is so, like, good. It's so good.
It's so good you don't even notice it's fucking 30 FPS. Because it just feels so fucking fluid, like everything is instant. With the Piantas. I'm a truckster. They're really cool. I like Piantissimo too. This, when I think of Galaxy, I always think about this fucking Galaxy. I don't know why. It's just so different to me. Or it's like, I guess as a kid, I saw this Galaxy more than like any other Galaxy because I just explored it randomly all the time. To like see what was around, I guess. I still remember feeling like the fucking man after first trying Noki's Sex Secret. I was so fucking ecstatic. But yes, we're just adults. So that's probably why. Dynamic, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. A long time ago, I beat Invictus, which is a Mario World ROM hack. It's like Celeste Grandmaster gameplay, like low Grandmaster gameplay, but in Mario World. It was fun. Green GM. I was gonna say that chained ultras are like the equivalent of shell jumps, but I feel like chained ultras are easier than shell jumps. What do you guys think? Actually, no one's played both games, but I feel like shell jumps require more skill on average. I mean, you could do some really hard chained ultras though, but like, I mean, you can do some really hard shell jumps. I could ask her, yeah. I think on principle though, reverse tech in Celeste is harder than almost anything in Mario World. I fucking hate reverse tech and I'm so bad at it. It's so much harder than other shit. To me, any like sufficiently difficult reverse inputs are fucking impossible to me. Like obviously the act of doing a reverse is easy, but like if you have to reverse and then immediately into ultra and then reverse into ultra, like shit like that, I'm so bad at it. Or like reverse cloud tech. Oh my fucking god. Go fuck yourself with that. It is a shame that I'll never be able to like perceive games as I did as a kid anymore. You know what I mean? Because like I'm still not old enough that I still get like small flashbacks occasionally of like how it felt to play games the first time as a kid, or like just like memories of like the feeling of it all. But it's a fleeting feeling, and I know it will soon all be gone. Hollow purple. It's like an anime move. No, it's like deep purple. Different word. Deep purple. It is. It is a band, but I like always think of the fucking. There's a whole. I'm not gonna explain it all. There's a reason behind it all. This is the next song. Yes, not Goku. I didn't have time to correct you guys. I was talking about something else. Goku. Puzzle Plank is crazy. No arguments there. Goku's secret technique is needing to win the fight really badly, so he changes. That'd be fucking insane. That's like every guy's like fucking fantasy. Like if they're in a bad situation, they can just be really upset about it and just be better and win. Who doesn't want that? You know what I mean? It's not even necessarily the fantasy of having power, but having power if you need to. That's what makes it so special. You know what I mean? Having power if it's required. Mr. Beast got fucked, dude. You shouldn't have tried all that president shit, I guess. I don't know, I feel the same about him as I always have. He's hella corporational. I don't really care for it. He's not a real person. He's like a business, and he's the CEO. And the business is selling us his product, which is his videos and the various other stuff. He's just a business guy, dude. Don't respect him very much at all. I don't like corpo MFers very much. Especially because they don't need to do all of that. They just want to. They seek more. Business people always seek more. They're never happy where they are, right? They always need to achieve some greater height. And by doing that, they have to do more and more things. Seed Bobo, thank you for the sub. And it's just always a never ending. And then eventually they start sacrificing things like morality in the pursuit of more. It's greed. Oh no, he did a lot of things wrong, but he's just really public, right? A lot of other CEOs do a lot of other really shady things that if they were all public, everyone would be ridiculing them. It just happens that Mr. Beast is a big public figure, so everyone can see it. He's not the greatest evil, he's just one of them. I don't want my Mr. Beast to go Corpo. Nah, Mr. Beast wouldn't do that, because I think in his head it's all justified, right? In his head, it's not like he believes he's being evil. He just has to cut some corners to get to the more. You know what I mean? To get to his great goal. That is pretty bad. Yeah, I firmly do believe that most people that run some big company are evil people. Notice how I say big. Not all company owners are bad people, obviously. A lot of very important businesses exist, but the really big ones only can really get there by being exploitive. Exploitative? Or is it just exploitive? Help. Exploitative, that sounds correct. I don't know why that word was so hard for me to find. I guess it's a weird one. Oh, it always was in the hands of Markiplier, my friend. Chili, thank you for the sub. Facts, 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 facts. Most true shit ever. Markipliers. I don't know. Thanks, I think? I don't know what that means. Like a sentence appeared on the screen. Do you see that? Vivian Hilarious is continuing the gift sub they got from Boiler. Thank you, I think. I've never seen that sentence in my life. I don't know what that means, but thank you. I think. I don't know. Oh. The song is really good. Nope, can't hear you. There's many different types of people in this world. You guys will learn. The people who need to grow at all costs are dangerous. They don't realize it, but they can't grow forever. And in fact, eventually their brain chemistry gets changed so that if they're not growing, something is wrong. Do you understand? Hey, man. They need to be growing. What did you enter? Rollback shit? I don't even know if I played that one. I played like most of them, but there's like 20% of the lobby I never played. I still need to play Journeys of a Bygone Wanderer because I haven't played that yet. No one's like, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. So I say. Ow. I can feel the sign is pressing on my eyes. It's not pleasant. This song is just Mario Maker now. I don't know, I always just think about Mario Maker because I watch Simple. Best pseudo legendary? I really... Fucking... What is the name of... I'm seeing him in my brain. Is his name Dragonite? Eevee. No, I have not tried heroin, and I never will. No interest in opioids. More. Yeah. Dragonite's so cool. Yeah. It didn't even work. I've explained this before, but it literally didn't even do anything to me. Apparently me and my father are opioid resistant, they say. So that's cool. It's so bad for him, and I'm assuming for me that after he got major surgery, like organ removal surgery, they offered him opioids, and he was just like, nope. And they were like, why not? You probably need them. And he's like, you won't give me enough for them to work, and I don't, like, it's not gonna help me, so no point. At first I thought it was just being, like, really, like, virtuous or whatever, but then as I needed them and they didn't work on me, I was just like, oh, they just don't work, cool. Dude, I'm so sick of dying to that fucking jump, dude. That's like third time now. That jump's now taking me out 3 consecutive times that I could have straight up just beat the level, not a joke. Because there's not that much after that I even died to. I can't believe I even reacted like that. That's actually the most energy I've expended on anything in like the past 3 days. It's just... That's like the most normal my voice has sounded for like 3 days. Yeah. I don't even know why. It's hard to like get mad when you have a sinus infection, really, because it's just so like... I just feel so... Ugh. I tried Benadryl. Like, I've used it for allergies, but I usually need like 3 or 4 for it to help me, and by that point, then I start getting weird mental effects that I don't really like, so I don't ever really take it. I just died to the stupid fucking double again for the 3rd time in a row. I hear a belling. What is that fucking Christmas Carol last sentence? What do you mean you hear a belling? It sounds like one of the 12 days of Christmas or whatever. 5 bells are belling. Beeping, let's hear. Nope, I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. Ringing? I'm listening around. I mean, my sense of hearing is kind of dampened by the mucus, but I don't hear anything. Like, you're still hearing the beep? Are you guys sure you don't all have tinnitus? I'm listening. Is it still happening right now? Wait, maybe you guys are hearing the song. You guys are crackheads. I don't. Do you think I can do this part entirely in the dark? No. Don't tell me it's the fucking boo noise. You guys are all fired if it's the boo noise. Like, I'm actually replacing you with, like, new chat members that are smarter and better. Is it gone now? Wait, Yuko, I'll show you the double. Hold on. Because apparently I can't do this fucking run. I've now died here 3 times in a row. Like, red attempts wise, I think my last 3 have died there. That's not even a joke. Which is, like, crazy. It's consistent, at least, but it's confusing because why am I dying there? Like, who gives a shit? It's not a real death. Like, it's so simple, bro. That jump is mental. I don't know what it is, because I keep trying to get there. It could just be unlucky. Many things are possible. Many such possibilities. I don't know. If it wants to let me pass, it'll let me pass. It's a matter of what it wants at this point. I don't have any control over this shit. More times the charm, as they don't say. Yeah, Agents of Kanye? Maybe. Wow, that's a death that cannot be allowed. Remember, thank you for the sub. You support me. Thank you. I wish more of my viewers supported me, but they don't. Because they hate me, and they hate everything that I do. I did not promise whatever you're saying I did promise. Dude, it's like the same song, but it's all like. You hear it? It's wavy. No. This is some bullshit. Jolty, thank you for the sub. I still hear the believing. Yeah, you're fucking crazy, bro. You're actually just nuts in the head, I think. I'm glad you've enjoyed the lurking, Jolty. Hope you're having a good one. I've already decided there's no noise. I've listened for long enough. I literally think you guys are psyoping yourselves into imagining a noise that doesn't exist. I'm not even kidding. What is that? DID. What? That's not the right acronym. It's when you do something in all caps. I've never heard of this acronym before. Dumb idiot disorder. Ooh. That'd be a crazy follow-up. If you're like, hey, I heard you got diagnosed with DID. An undesirable Celeste map. Wait, does it actually mean it? Oh, dissociative identity disorder. Oh, that is real. I kind of have a thing like that, but not really. I have a me that can speak and a me that does the thinking. It's like a duo operation, but I wouldn't say it's different personalities. It's like the same personality split in half. For the most part. Yeah. It's not even masking, it's like this is the only way I can talk. Without the extra firmware on top, I wouldn't be able to speak, so it has to be that way. I was nonverbal for many years, until I installed the new directory. You wouldn't get very far talking to unmask me, because I don't talk. So it wouldn't go anywhere. That's probably a fucking felony or something. Or I don't even know. In front of people who are being annoyed, it's so funny. How? I can't imagine. I'm so used to talking now, bruh. I never met no one I can communicate with without it. Maybe one day, but I mean, most of the people similar to me probably don't talk very much, or they can't. Probably. Well, okay, before I could talk, I wasn't really talking anymore. Fuck off, Nathan. Before I could talk, I really wasn't like communicating with other people very much. I did a lot of staring though. Oh, that's cool. Stop. No. Hey, for the sub. Yeah. I mean, but I mostly communicated to my parents through like noises. You know what I mean? So I guess that's kind of talking in a way. I don't know. I'd make noises that would indicate things. Like a dog or a cat or something, I guess. Most of my childhood was spent collecting inanimate objects and then like putting them in an area and then like making stories out of them by like moving them around without saying anything. I had this turtle named Steven. I'm not gonna, that was the name which I attributed that turtle. And it was like the main character usually in the stories usually. It was like the stuffed turtle. Yeah, and pencil and pens would be I had like this protractor. Pencil, pen, ruler, and protractor were like my Mario, and Waluigi. Because I had them all on my desk. I had this like bendy green ruler. What, where you like put like one of the holes around the pencil and do this, like swing the pencil around so the ruler flies around really fast? Yeah. I'll still do that now if there's like adequate objects to do it. Yeah, I like the slap-on bracelets. Oh, I absolutely lie to make people happy. I found that it's a way to avoid scrutiny. I lie a lot, like a lot. I just want people to be the happiest. Why didn't I lie about that? I mean, there's not really much to lie about on stream, because I don't, like, know any of you personally, so it's not like, I'm like, I don't have to, like, tread water or anything, so I don't really lie on stream. I used to be really honest, but it got me in trouble all the time. Could be alive. I don't know how much I trust me. You gotta never lie about that? Comedy. I love comedy. It's one of the only things I get. It's sacred to me. Comedy is sacred to me. I don't lie when I laugh. Or when I tell a joke, or when I tell a story that I know that it's funny. not if it's an obviously untruthful joke. My stories are always true. My dreams are always as true as I can remember them. Like, I'm sure I've gotten details wrong, but, you know. America's most horrifying home videos. Oh yeah, for sure. Sometimes you just gotta bridge the gaps if you don't remember how you get from one thing to another. But there's no malicious intent behind it, ever. See, as a kid, the reason why I lie so much is as a kid, my mom was very, very, I wouldn't say uptight. She's a great mom. But not a lot got past her. Does that make sense? And my brother was constantly lying about stuff that he did to say that I did it instead. And I was just like, holy shit. That's not true. And they wouldn't believe me. But I found a way to make them believe me if I outlied his lie. Like if I came up with some insane alibi that wasn't true. Or something. Like some lie to make the truth more obvious, if that makes sense. And in fact, that's most of my lies. Most of my lies are, I'm saying this thing to get you to understand the reality of what it is, as opposed to what the words are gonna make you think, if that makes sense. For example, if I had homework that I knew I was gonna do, but I hadn't done it yet, and my parents were gonna be like, you have to do it now, I'd find some way to convince them that I already did it, even though I know I didn't do it, but I was gonna do it later. So the truth was still the same. The homework got handed in and it was done, right? But the method I got to doing it was different. Is that real? Was it like good? I mean, yeah, that's pretty good proof. That's so fucking funny, dude. But yes, I am a fucking serial liar. John should have just read his home CaveOfTheScarletSky attempts. It's true. No matter, I think it was a sub. No. I eat that every day. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but I got in trouble one too many times for stuff I did not do, so it was time to do things about it. No. only other thing I can think that I've lied about that like would be worth fessing up to is I've lied about my illness sometimes, making it sound like not as bad as it's been, just because I didn't want people to worry about it. But like in my eyes, that's for the best, because there's no point. I pretty much only like inform you guys of illness stuff when it directly relates to streaming, because otherwise I don't want you guys to worry about stuff that doesn't affect you. But that's what I mean, like I'm always lying about something in some way. And that's just how it is. Nothing is true. I need water. Something I've also noticed is I definitely often find myself in leadership positions, and a part about being a leader that maybe not everyone is going to talk about so much is you do a good bit of lying as a leader, because you want to keep morale up, and you want to some extent to be like a trustworthy figure in the scope of like people trust you with managing certain decisions. And if you know that you're the right person for the job, oftentimes a lot of that comes with lying. And I mean, that's not something that a lot of people are gonna tell you, but it is something that's very true. It's pretty often, I would say. Especially, like, lies of, like, overconfidence. People work better when they believe everything is perfectly under control. And if something isn't completely under control, but you know it can be, there's no point in worrying everyone with it if you think you can handle it. Obviously, that can be taken too far, but I believe it's a crucial aspect of any serious leadership endeavor. Well, yeah, if you're directly asked about something and you answer something that isn't true, in order to continue that, then it is. Yeah, people don't like that. I'm telling you right now, people don't like that. I can say with my experience, people want to believe it's all fine. 9 times out of 10. They'll say they want to know what's going on. They probably don't. I've noticed that so many times in my life. Unless you specifically need their help with remediating whatever the issue is. of things. There has been a new red attempt, that's true. Why? Yeah, I've been there. Sometimes the muscles just don't want to go. I know that all too well. Yeah. People really do. And I think the reason I'm talking about this is because it is tied to the whole two parts of me. One part speaks, one part thinks. I don't feel any moral obligation not to lie. So it is kind of egotistical. I just do what I think is best all the time. Luckily, I believe my morals are pretty solid. I want everyone to be happy. I want to be a good person, but I don't feel any moral tug either way in direction, if that makes sense. I just want to do what's best for me and others. Fuck. Good job. Also, if you lie about things that can be traced, it will come back to you and you're an idiot. I don't know how people still keep having this happen to them. If you say a lie to anyone that is traceable in any way, first of all, it's probably not a lie worth telling, right? It's probably some bullshit. No, and also, it will be traced back to you, and then people are not going to trust you. They're just like, good idea, bro. Well, I found the Devil Vortex saws. So I guess yeah, I am. Too many ones for me, in my opinion. Yeah, you don't need that many ones, bro. No. That's so sad. I love Npesta. It's a metronome challenge. Because this level is a boss that I have to defeat. But, you know, also one of them, actually, hold on. No. One reason I'm talking about all this is because I like being honest when I can be. And actually, I think a lot of you do what I do as well, without even realizing it. Like, when you're at, like, an important event or something like that, and someone asks you, like, how you're feeling, how you slept, and you want to appear like it's all good, but you actually slept for fucking 1 hour, you know, you're gonna say, oh yeah, it's great, I got a great night's sleep, I'm ready to go, you know, all that sort of stuff. Not even because you're, like, masking any sort of, like, I don't want them to know the pain thing. Just oftentimes it's better that way, to just kind of project that bit of overconfidence. And I think most people do that, but most people aren't really open to talking about it. Yeah, there's no reason to get into it, and you want to be, if it's a bit where it hinges on you doing something, you want to, even for yourself, being overconfident's good in that regard. But even if that's like an automatic process to most, with someone with autism, that's something you have to actively think about as me lying, right? Because that's not the truth. Therefore, it's a lie. A very black and white world for me, right? So I'm consciously lying very often, which I think a lot of people wouldn't even consider it what they're doing a lie. But it is lying to me because it's not the truth. There is no middle ground, right? There is only lie or truth in my brain, so. I wanted to see if you missed any other letters other than that which is of the most importance. Of course. Na, 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 na. Exactly. I almost never lie with malicious intent, if ever, because I don't want to bring bad into the world. I only want to bring good into the world. Simple as. Most people, if I told them the truth, they wouldn't even believe me. And that's just the fact of living as what I am. A lot of lying is done just to make it in society. They would not believe it. Fuck, dude. Lying for comedic attention is really funny. Every time I pass that drop down, it's time to go. Fuck, dude. Dying past there is so dumb. Like anywhere between there and red. But it happens more often than I'd like, regardless. Just because you can't full jump those spikes, you have to do a smaller jump. No, I wouldn't say so. Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself to have any gender. I don't have attachment to the concept or anything, if that makes any sense. adults. Now, lying for comedic effect is something I do all the fucking time, dude. Like, shit like that is... That's my bread and butter. Like, I love doing that. Trying to convince someone of something that just might be true is like the funniest thing imaginable. I love doing it. Yeah. I just wanted to plant that seed in case it was useful later, but you ruined it for me. I didn't know if that was ever going to be of use, but it could be eventually. That's also a lot of, like, sometimes it's just about setting things up so that later you can use them. I want to, like, draw an example and I'm, like, blank in my head. I can't think of it. Oh, there's a map that's mauve-like in the new, in Santa, Secret Santa, but you don't want to play it. It's called Penumbra and you don't want to play it. That's my warning to you. No, it does not. As someone who's been playing Mauve now for like 30 hours, I can't imagine something worse than that in the entire world. I literally... I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. Yeah. But here's something I firmly believe. I believe maps like that are not the real thing. They're practice for the real thing. Because what it is more like is just getting muscle memory for a specific chain of inputs. Like for Mauve, for like when I do a room, I can do it with, again, within like 5 tries, right? And then so on and so forth. That's how it is. The same thing was true with Penumbra. It's just an input chain you memorize as opposed to being like real gameplay. And it helps you like later on, I feel like, when you're playing other maps that in my head are real to do more complex input chains. But I don't see those maps as real themselves, if that makes sense. It almost feels like a tutorial. Like a really fucked up tutorial. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone. I don't know. Get Wi-Fi again. GG. Banana. Right, yeah, it's less of a map than it is just an input sequence, exactly. Precisely correct. You're not really doing anything, you're just doing what's already set out for you. Did you play something that fucking bad, Matt? What happened to you, bro? Confectionery quest. I love confectionery quest. It's so fucked up. 100% there. The word undesirable is so funny in this context, dude. I don't know why. I can't even explain it. Why do I always do this to myself, bro? Or more galaxy. It doesn't really matter, because we only have however many more minutes. Yeah, you're undesirable, Yuko. Rip. Your levels are undesirable. God, the word is so fucking funny, dude. Undesirable. This is an undesirable stage. My headphones keep my glasses keep like falling off my face at like the middle section. Your mouth was left dry by these moves. Okay. I mean, that was scaring me too, considering he's like a god. What the fuck? You guys want to hang out after this? We can go to a picnic and we can eat sandwiches. You guys want to? Let me paint you a picture of my happy place, or like, because I was playing push the button in this game up. What my happy place is imagine like a big hill, right? And there's like a square or so where the trees are cleared out. You're on a hill. The grass is green. It's nighttime, but the grass is like glowing. It's like glowing blue, ever so faintly. And there's no light pollution. There's only stars in the sky. But also, you can see the Milky Way band. But also at the horizon is this like light blue gradient. So it's not pitch black, but you can still see all the stars. And it's warm. And you're on one of those picnic canvases, the checkered ones. You know what I mean? But it's like a soft cloth. And there's like this big warm tree behind you. And you're eating a nice meal there. There's a slight breeze, and it's like a warm summer night. That's where I like want to be. Maybe fireflies are scattered around the little field, you know what I mean? You can see them dancing around. I haven't seen fireflies in a long time. That's where I could imagine being. You never seen a firefly? It sucks that most of the places I want to exist in the world can't exist by means of true, just physics principle. I can't even really describe to you the places I want to go, but they don't exist here or anywhere else. Most of the places I want to be are so abstract words would fail to describe them. Colorful landscapes full of color combinations that don't and can't exist. Structures that are pleasing to the eye that will never be. And that's just how it is, I guess. LinkedIn. Once I had this dream, I've talked about it before, so I won't get into it. I had this dream that I was on this river, going through this like beautiful forest of every green and blue and purple you can imagine, all intertwined together. And there were these big open fields and passages you'd go through. And this river, it was like, you know how, I don't know, the water was kind of glowing. Things often glow in my happy places. I like warm glows. You know what I mean? And I was on this river, and I like realized that every second was like a year on this river. I don't know if that makes any fucking sense. It just felt like every second I was on this river, 1 year passed. And there was like this like big hill. And on the top of the hill was like this banner that said like the answer on it. But this like figure came up beside me and gently was like, it's not your time yet. Eventually you will achieve the answer. And then it like sent me on this like side path or something, where I got so old that I died, I guess. I don't really know if that's the right word to describe it. And supposedly the cycle repeated. And the idea was eventually, at some point, going down this twining river, you will get to the answer, but only when it's your time to get to the answer. Was what I got from it, I guess. I liked it. It was pretty good. I always get fucked up dreams when I get sick, so... I mean, last night was already pretty crazy. It was one of those dreams where I wasn't real. Like, I was, like, watching, like, a sitcom. Always so bizarre whenever that happens to me. I don't like how Wave moves in 2.2 with CBS, so I don't know if it's gonna happen. I started doing part 2, but I never finished it because of 2.2. Yeah, my mind and brain are damaged in the way that makes that happen. As opposed to another way, I guess. I hate how fever feels on your body, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so chilly, even if it's not cold at all. Like, I can feel the chill on my back. If that makes any fucking sense. Yeah, I just feel like, you know what the word is? It's clammy. That's the word. I feel clammy. Midget, I already answered your question. I will answer it again, but you have to be paying attention if you're gonna ask the same question multiple times. I did start streaming part 2, but that was in 2.1. In 2.2, the physics have changed, and it doesn't feel the same. So I don't know if I want to do another hard wave challenge video. So the answer is I'm unsure. Season 4. On some real shit, we skip ahead. Matt, can I tell you a secret I never told anyone? Alright, the secret is you won't make it past September 55th. And that's how you get to September 55th. That's the secret I will still hold. I am gonna go back and I'm an undo part 1. This is true in a way you won't expect. I love sentences like that. This is true in a way you won't expect. Yeah, I'm uploading a video like that soon. Alright, whatever, I give up. Well, same as every other, right? I got a really good Reddit temp, but who gives a shit? Because it died to the double. Will I be back tomorrow? Probably not. We'll see, but probably not. I hope so, but I don't, I think. I need to rest. And then there's an exterminator coming at 2 p.m. and I don't know how I'm going to be awake at 2 p.m. That doesn't sound likely at all. Not one bit does that sound possible, but whatever. Yeah, he's going to exterminate me. But I have to open the door for him. I don't know how I'm going to... Whatever. Whatever. Alright, whatever. You know what? We got a good Reddit temp. We can't be mad all the time, right? Eventually it has to let us pass. We consistently get to that stupid fucking part anyway, so it doesn't matter. Well, we will get it eventually. I only need a few more times past that input anyway. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.